since the only thing we cover is this Michael Jackson thing. What do you think is happening? What do you think?
We have no right to even...
No, I'm not asking you to speculate on his guilt or innocence. What do you think of just the uproar over it? Like this...
I think it's
they
ridiculous.
need a story.
It's a
Story.
waste of
The
time.
press needs a story. Doesn't matter what the story is. It's a story.
Why don't you ask Latoya? She'll do
This
the
starving
Yeah.
child.
Latoya. What do you think of Latoya?
This is it. The story is not like Sarajevo. It's the starving child in Sarajevo who's like foaming at the mouth and has like all this shell shrapnel in his back. The story is that child foaming at the mouth, and not what's like going on there. It's like the story. You gotta have a story.
Why can Latoya pose nude with a snake but not have sexual relations with her sleazy Las Vegas husband?
Question for the ages. Who knows? I don't know. But I mean, all these people are just, there's this big story in Vanity Fair about this, and just everybody involved in the story just seems like scum. I mean, they just seem horrible.
Yeah.
They just seem horrible.
Fuck you all.
Yeah, it's just...
All the story press is like perspective. They gotta get perspective on something, like in Rolling Stone, and how many perspectives have we read about the 60s? The 60s, what it meant, and where we are as like baby boomers and all this shit. It's like perspective and story and like revisionism. It's just fucking, who knows what is after that, you know? You read all this crap. Just
So are the authorities calling Michael back to the States? Is he actually breaking a law right now?
Not yet, because he hasn't been charged with anything criminally,
Well, in
but he has a civil
January.
suit pending, and
Yeah,
he's supposed to be here
yeah, but
maybe
the
this
Globe
weekend.
say
Deposition in
legally,
January.
he isn't like, you know...
No, he's not a fugitive.
jumping.
No.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, so what's the big deal? He
Well,
has
I
all
think
the
they
right to
think
be
they
away
think that,
until-
but I think they think he's acting suspicious.
so it's speculation.
Yeah, oh, totally. I mean, who knows?
Well,
When I
it wouldn't
say-
matter if he got on Oprah again and cried in front of everybody. It's not going to change anyone's opinion.
You know what's gonna
about it.
happen? He's gonna fake his death. They're gonna fucking burn him, and he's gonna have his ashes scattered over Euro Disney. That's it. Ooh. And I'll never.
And they're desperate. They'll go for it.
I just feel really sorry. For
Every
him.
time, you know, I'll be there. I'll be there. Just call out my name, and I'll be there. And who's it goes on? Tito. When Tito comes out, I'll be there to comfort you.
Hey, Tito's the cool one, I think.
He was only involved in the Mall of America thing. It's the only strange
It's
thing
just
he
the
did.
What's that?
press needs
Oh,
a
that's a
story.
great place.
Story,
Biggest
story.
mall
Is he
of
involved
all
in
time.
the Camp
Polly
Snoopy
Kloss.
ordeal?
Look at
Snoopy? I don't know.
Polly Kloss.
Camp Sniper?
Story. That was a story. It
Well,
was a
you know,
tragic story.
that's what journalism does. They zoom into a great big issue, take one thing out of it, and that's and people. The theory is that people can relate to the one thing.
And I'm giving you a story too, as a press person. I'm saying Polly Kloss, Klaas.
Right.
And like Polly Wants a Cracker, the song Polly. You know, and they didn't. Nobody latched on that, so I thought.
They'll latch on it as soon as we're playing in LA.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's talk about this this song. Where Did You Sleep Last Night? That you do. Where did you first come upon this?
Off of one of my Lead Belly records. Actually, Burroughs, I was reading an interview with him in a magazine one time, and he said something like, these rock and roll kids of nowadays should throw away their electric guitars and listen to some real soul music, and they should listen to Lead Belly. And that was quite a few years ago, so
Yeah.
that's how I was introduced to it.
Except for that version you did on MTV Unplugged was great. I mean, it's just
Thank you.
phenomenal. It's really cool.
We don't play it very often because it's pretty emotional,
Yeah.
and so we usually just save it for special moments.
Because I'd heard that song originally was In the Pines, and it was done by like Bill Monroe and Mike Seeger.
Yeah,
all these
Seegers,
guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Just for years and years and years.
They like
Dave Van Ronk. I mean.
in the early '50s, like they totally did all the Lead Belly songs. The Seegers.
Yeah, all kinds of people ripped him off.
Yeah. It was the
He
first
wrote a
one.
lot of really great songs.
Creedence Clearwater. Yeah.
Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah.
What was that one singing group that really ripped him off all the time?
Oh, the Weavers.
The Weavers.
Weavers, yeah. Weavers,
really
not the
lame
Seegers.
white group.
The Weavers, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, Pete Seeger was in the Weavers. Yeah.
The Seegers were in the Weavers.
Well, Pete Seeger was in the
The
Weavers, and Mike
Seeger-
Seeger was another Seeger
Seeger
that
Weaver.
did other stuff. It's much too complicated to get into. But it's a great tune. Are there any other songs like that that you might be doing sometime in the future, like these nuggets of American folklore?
No, not that I can think of right now.
We did Seasons in the Sun, and that's American
folk.
folklore.
Yeah.
It is. We had joy, we had fun, we had to...
We should have played it. We should start playing that because we practiced it the other day.
Didn't you say you wanted to get the story of the... He wants to get the story of the B-side again. I think he wants
Put the bone in?
Put the bone in.
Put
like
the bone
Like the
in.
narrative sort of thrust of it.
Well, Put the Bone In is about a man's dog who was hit by a car, and they're burying the dog, and he's begging to put the bone in.
With the dog?
With the dog. That's about it.
Does it have a resolution of some sort? Does he get to put the bone in?
It's just, you know, a funny little chorus.
Do you think it's a double entendre of some sort? Do you think they're saying one thing but actually
Huh?
means something else?
What do you mean?
Like one of those, like put the bone in.
I don't think Terry
Into
Chapman.
the-
Innuendo.
There's nothing sexual
You're
about
worse
it.
than the English, man. You're baiting us. No?
That's baiting!
They're baiting us.
Fair
man.
play, yeah.
Sounds like Tad is baited. He's baited.
So how long will this tour go on? Are you going to be on the road for the rest
For fucking
the next
ever.
2 years, or do you get
I don't
off?
know. It doesn't seem like we've even been on tour, really. Looking back on it, it's been the easiest, greatest tour I've ever been on.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's so relaxed and great.
Wow.
It's just, you know, the morale is great. Our health is good. It's just, and playing these larger places is just, it's a lot easier for us because we can actually breathe instead of, you know,
Yeah.
we've been going on tour for like 5 years of playing sweaty little clubs and sometimes choosing to play in the wrong time of the year, like in Texas in July, you know.
Yeah. Well, you get it. And like everybody wants to like just like have a good time and really go for it. It's like totally rocking out and just like riding crazy. And like anybody who doesn't want to, you just kind of like shift back on like perimeter and just kind of rock out and watch, and it's like really satisfying, really good.
These are really good sized places that we're playing. On the average of 3 to 5
Night was
thousand.
That
Yeah.
was so.
So you're not
time
going
was
to like
weird.
super stadiums or anything? Do you think that'll happen in
No,
the summer?
we couldn't actually.
We
no.
did. We went into this. It was like the St. Paul arena. It was 55, and I drove back into Minneapolis, and I saw this thing, and it was like so big. The top of it was like inflated, so it was like the total
Oh yeah.
inflation dome, big thing. That's where the Rolling Stones played. Like boom,
Never
boom,
do that.
Mm.
boom, boom.
There'd be pressure to do that when summer comes around, right? Won't they be saying, "Hey, stadiums, you know, outdoor concerts"? And
Well, we're thinking of maybe doing Lollapalooza if they'll give
Yeah.
us 100% of the back end.
Yeah. We're not that cool. We're not that cool. Where we could go play like, oh yeah, after this tour we're gonna go and like play stadiums and sit there.
well, I'm sure you
This
could.
is a song about hope. You know.
Does anyone
Producer
remember
for this.
laughter?
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay.
Size of Florida.
Elsa Clinch, my pussy is like a Brillo pad. Okay, I'm sorry. You guys wanted Elsa Clinch? I'm sorry. You guys baited me. And I was quoting.
That's baiting.
I'm sorry.
We're rolling.
So what's this thing in Seattle? This sort of homecoming concert that you're playing with Pearl Jam?
Well, there's going to be a parade. We're going to be on the convertible Cadillac. We're going to be on the.
I was afraid of that.
That's homecoming, Seattle.
Isn't this going to be strange? Don't you have to pretend it's New Year's Eve?
Yes, we do.
It's like,
But I hear they've shipped in 1,000 people that look good on camera. Do you know that? It's like the entire cast of The
If
Grind.
the money's right, I'll do anything.
that's our crowd. We just have our
Oh,
crowd and we
okay.
just ship them all over the country.
If the money's right, I'll do anything.
Well, it's MTV. I'm sure the money's not right. This can't be why you're
There's
doing
no
it. So.
money. It's MTV.
It's like equals promotion. Like,
We get a free trip home.
I was bad at algebra.
But is this like? I mean, they're gonna drop balloons and kind of. It just sounds
I don't know what's going on.
sounds strange.
We're going to kill ourselves on stage like Gigi Allen.
Oh.
What a
We miss
wuss.
Gigi. Well, sort of. That was a very touching
Good
movie,
night,
Gigi's,
funny
the movie on
boy.
Gigi's life.
I'm scared to see my mom. I'm gonna have to kill myself.
No, he was buried. He was in Flipside. That guy was in Flipside. He's like totally, he's like this, and then he had this like this leather coat, and he had this jockstrap that said "Eat Me." He's wearing this jockstrap, "Eat Me," he's like totally dead.
That's the,
Oh, I'm so impressed.
the
He was
cover
so
of the new
pumped.
record. Have you heard the cover of his new record?
I know.
It's him in a casket and the band standing around the casket like. I swear to God.
Gigi still sings. Gigi lives.
Did you ever see
Gigi.
Gigi? Did you see Gigi live?
No, I was just too afraid.
It was an amazing
No,
experience.
I could have went one time. I knew he was playing, but I just didn't get around to it.
Yeah. You must have
Would have been something.
handfuls of shit thrown at you, I suppose.
Yeah.
But still,
We being shit lovers ourselves.
as he was.
way scared. I'm definitely scared. I played at some club a few years back, and I'm about to sit in this couch with this big old fucking stain out, and they go,
Oh yeah,
they're just talking. Were you in San Francisco?
Kennel Club.
And they go,
That's his stain. That's
yeah.
Gigi's
And they go,
stain.
and just have a normal
We don't lean
conversation. They go,
against it. No
oh,
way.
don't sit there. That's Gigi's shit. I'm like, oh, whoa.
It's in San
Yeah.
Francisco, Kennel
Yeah.
Club.
Stain of Gigi.
And this is like 1993 on 94. Body fluids are not cool anymore. No kinds of body fluids.
So maybe you could tell our audience about Francis Farmer, because I think there are a lot of people out there that don't know the Francis Farmer story, and you've sort of made a point of
You
bringing
should
her
buy
up.
the book Shadowlands.
Mhm.
It was written by I think he's a PI reporter.
Or see the movie, I suppose.
For you lazy people.
Remember being on Bainbridge Island when Chad was there? He showed us that whole mental institution.
Yeah.
It was really wild.
Is it closed down?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Because it's like repressive, old 40s, 50s mental institution where Francis Farmer was.
They bring you in with a cold and they give you a lobotomy or something.
Yeah, yeah, like raped every day and then given lobotomy. And that's when, if you saw, God, that Jack Nicholson movie, he had,
Yeah.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
no.
Yeah, that was
it.
They had an episode on the
He was
Rocky
a
Pilot
concert
today like that,
pianist.
too.
He was a concert pianist and he dumped that girl.
I don't know.
Oh,
You got me
shit,
there.
you guys suck then.
I like
You guys
mine,
don't
though.
know. No.
Oh, my eye.
You watch that movie and go, oh, that's what he was talking about. I'll get a drag up there.
Okay. You good? I think we're good. I think we've got it. You guys are up and tired.